Okay, alright everybody, so I'm going to do another video today, another tier list. I know it's been like 2 weeks since my last video, so I thought I'd do one. I'm currently working on an Immortals Phoenix Rising review. That's kind of where I want my content to go, to more kind of the odd review here and there, and some kind of more, I guess, discussion pieces, while my gameplay is going to be more on TikTok. I am going to do the odd gameplay video, of course, as I said, as well as stuff like this, and some other things. So here is another one, and it is the Rainbow Six Siege tier list. Now it's all the operators, apart from a Rooney and reworked Tachanka. However, I'm going to, in fact, we'll start off with the base game operators. So I'm going to do Tachanka, but I'm going to do reworked Tachanka. So imagine this is his Shamiga launcher. The reworked Tachanka is really good. Not insanely OP like people were suggesting. In ranked, he doesn't perform, at least around where I play, which is like gold now on PC. He's still not performing as well as he could do. I can get some decent kills with him, some decent, objective plays, but he's not like as OP, I think, as everyone thought he was going to be. I definitely think taking away Withstand was probably a good choice. However, I do like the idea of operators having passive abilities. I don't think they should all have like Withstand, but I would like it if Ubisoft retroactively went back to old operators and gave them passives. Because I think some operators, like I always think of Caveira, or Caveira, however you say her name. She has the whole interrogation, and she also has like the silent step ability. So she almost has like 2 abilities. So she wouldn't necessarily need a passive. But I think like someone like a Castle, who is very good in ranked and like high play, but in casual, like he's just never used because people just don't know how to use him, and he's not viable enough, I think, for the average player. I do love Castle though. Anyway, that's just my piece on passive abilities. I do think they kind of spice up the game, but I think it's annoying that the only people that have passive abilities is like Zofia, it's and like a couple of others. Anyway, so let's start with Tachanka. So Tachanka was like an E tier, maybe even an F tier. Like I'm gonna say F is like unplayable, and then S is like must have. So must have meaning like you need them on a team pretty much. You don't always have to, but like it's best to have them. So old Tachanka was somewhere in between like E and unplayable. I think you could still do very well with him. Just watch like Bikini Body or someone who could pop off with Tachanka. Even I, before they changed him, was playing around a lot with him, and I was actually doing quite well, and I surprised myself. But new Tachanka's like B tier. He's not insane. I don't know, it's hard to tell yet whether he's going to overtake Smoke in use. I don't really play that type of character, the kind of the entry denial character. But he's very potent, just like Smoke. He can open walls, he can open, all sorts with his, he still has his LMG, it's just his primary weapon now. I think he's just very viable. He's very usable now, which is nice to see. I know some people are probably going to be like he's a C tier. Some people are like he's probably A tier. I'm going to just put him in B. I don't feel like I've played the reworked version of him. This is the grenade launcher version of him when I'm talking about this. Also, Aruni's not on this list. I think I might have mentioned that. She would probably be B or A tier at the moment. She probably needs to lose the Mark 14. Or I don't know. It's one of those situations where it's like, should the Mark 14 be on defense? Just like, should there be an LMG on defense? And there is an LMG on defense, but obviously they nerfed it by taking away the ACOG, and they haven't given the Mark 14 a good optic on defense. So at least there's that. Maybe they should take away the 1.5 and just have 1 times optics on it. Maybe. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not a dev. I'm not a balancer. Just some random ideas. Smoke then. We'll do Smoke just because he's similar. I don't really play smoke, so I don't feel like I can talk about it on like super high authority. I love the SAS shotgun. It's my favorite shotgun in the game. The SAS pistol is incredible. I don't like the FMG that much at all. But the Mac 10 or the Mac 11, their SMG 11 or whatever it's called, is an incredible gun. Shotgun with that is a great combo. Smoke's ability is great. However, I don't see it as any better than Tachanka's ability. Maybe I'm wrong. Obviously this is all my opinion anyways, but that's just my view. I would probably put them about the same. They're definitely needed. If you're going against people, particularly in ranked, and they're really good at pushing, one of them is needed, I would say. But they're not must-haves. Like, you can just throw them into any team and they'll work. They're kind of situational, but very useful. Okay, so who should we do next? Doc. So Doc lost his ACOG. He was peeking too many windows, man. He deserved it for sure. Problem is with Docs is that the average Doc player became too selfish and wasn't really giving out the stims. If you're a window peeker though, and you was running to the Doc, like, I used to just not give them out to people that were peeking windows because I was like, bro, you're going to just waste my stims when other players are actually playing the game, watching their corners, they're watching the angles, they're keeping the, maybe they're roaming, even still, that's fine, but peeking, man, peekers, I just used to never heal them. He's got a great ability, but Docs, with the ACOG, they just became peekers. They went and peeked themselves, and they would just heal themselves up, and if they died, then their ability was useless because no one can use them. I wouldn't call them a must-have in any means. I think after the nerf, it's made them worse indoors because the MP5 just isn't that potent without an ACOG. So, oh man, I'm going to stick him lower than Rook. Let's go to Rook. I'm putting Rook up at like A. I'll explain why. One, Rook has access to the 2 times. He hasn't got ACOG anymore. Doc only has the 1.5. Obviously, there's the new 1.5 and the new 2 times. So Rook only has that, which makes the MP5 just better because the range is better with that better scope. Not only that, his ability is so useful. The fact that it means you don't have one shot. I think it means you go down to a headshot. I could be wrong about that. But his ability, put it down straight away, and everyone benefits for the whole round. Versus Doc, he's just a better Frenchman. When it comes to defense, man, I would happily. I'm so much more happy on ranked, particularly when I see a Rook player than a Doc player. Docs can be very useful. But with how the players have been playing him recently, even with the nerf, or that has led to the nerf, I wouldn't put him that high. Right. Yeah, Cade's an A tier. I think some people probably put him in must-have. Once they buffed his Org, he's just so good now. Not much more to say there. He can do hatches. He can do multiple barricades. Not barricades. The metal walls with like just one. He's very useful. Would I put him better than Bandit? Oh, I didn't think about that. Him versus Bandit though. I think just because of Bandit's gun, like the MP7, I'd probably put Bandit higher. I'd maybe even put Bandit in a must-have. I'm going to put him in A. I'll put him above Cade. I'll probably put Rook below both of them. They're both incredibly useful. I feel like they're quite neck and neck. Someone might say otherwise. But I really like both of those operators. I don't play them often, but they're just very useful to have. Let's try and keep to the first year. Thatcher. Thatcher's still a must-have. That probably pisses people off. There's a reason why it gets banned a lot now. Ubisoft decided that most of the operators on defense that they were going to add in were going to have electronics instead of physical items. If you're a Frost user, you probably don't even, you probably have the best sleep at night. You never think about Thatcher. But if you're any other type of trap user, you were probably having nightmares about Thatcher before he was nerfed. Even with his nerf, he is still so good. Just straight up. Yes, it's now an EMP, so it actually like diffuses. It like stops the electronics being used, but it doesn't destroy them anymore. I think it was a good nerf. I don't think he deserves all the bans that he gets, but I do understand why people think they should ban him. I just don't think he should get banned as much as he does, because it really makes the kind of the meta of Siege now quite annoying, because you now really have to kind of, you can't just like slam through the kind of the metal walls, you know, with the Thatcher Thermite combo. Talking about Thermite, probably still one of the best hard breaches in the game. Yes, there's Ace. Yes, there's Hibana. They're both incredible. They're both really good. I like both of them. But I think Thermite still just does it best, particularly if it's a garage or a garage. Anyway, he's just so good at opening them. Really, just the biggest. He makes the biggest holes. He makes the biggest holes of them, and that's what makes him so good. I can't, you know, he's got a great gun, high damage. Think he still has his ACOG. They took away the ACOG from Thatcher actually as well. He's only got the 2 times, but the 2 times is great on the L85 as it's a laser weapon. So yeah, I would put them in must-have. I know some people will be like, oh, the Ray or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, that's where I put them. Ooh, who is next? Castle, must-have. I used to never play Castle because I thought it was absolute trash. Once they gave him, sadly, the secondary shotgun and took it away from my boy Mozzie, which I still think they should have taken away his nitro, not his shotgun. But anyways, it's made Castle a lot better. He can do rotations now. His ability is so good, particularly those pesky windows and double doors, or double windows. You shouldn't really do doors unless the door only faces outside, and ask your team's permission. You know, make sure you're barricading up the right ones. You know, just don't trap people in a room. Just don't trap people in a room unless you're trapping yourself in a room on purpose to try and do some like chokehold kind of room where you're going to camp it out and try and kill anyone who tries to break in or something. I don't know, but like, he's a very good operator. In fact, I'm going to put him above both of these. There you go. He's really good. I really like him. His UMP is underpowered. However, you know, you put an extended barrel on there. You have the new 1.5 on there. You can laser people. Have the angled grip as well. You can laser people from a range. Just make sure you go for the head. But yes, the body shot damage is awful. But otherwise, great operator. Ooh, who should we go for next? Mute. I think Mute's overtaken Bandit and Cade. Is that controversial? Maybe. In fact, I might put him up there. Best shotgun, as I said, with smoke. Great secondary with the SMG, which was added to his kit as a buff, which was a great buff. And his mute jammers, man, are just so good. Mute jammers, man, are I wouldn't even say they're underrated now. I think people now understand their power. They're just so useful. If you've got a good mute, you're in good hands. Great operator. Twitch. I don't feel like Twitch is as good as she used to be, but she's still pretty good. The FAMAS is still a great weapon. Her gadget is still good, I guess, at taking away equipment, but it now does pretty much no damage. It does like 1 HP, I think, to people. So they made her less annoying, but also weaker at the same time. But she's still quite useful. She just isn't picked very often, or at least I don't see her picked very often now. Which is a shame, but I think she's a good operator. Okay. What have we got left? Monty. He's a must-have. If you've got a bomb and you need to get it planted, which is ranked, he's one of the best that you can have. you know, it doesn't matter about all the shield nerfs. The fact is, if you've got a Monty, that Monty's probably not going to be going for kills. That Monty's going to be smoking out the room, planting the bomb, and sitting in the corner, protecting the bomb. And that is what Monty does. And he's very good at it. He's not my favourite bomb planter or diffuser planter. Make sure I get that right. But he's up there. He's very good. In fact, I'm going to put Thatcher above him. But I wouldn't put Thermite above him necessarily. And maybe this must-have's getting a bit big, so I might knock a couple down. Ashe is still very good. She gets on the objective in like a couple of seconds. She hasn't got the ACOG anymore, which made her less annoying. She gets picked way less now. She's still a great fragger. But I wouldn't say she's anything special. I think a lot of people are like surprised I've probably not put her in A. She's not a must-have though for sure. I'd probably put her top of B tier. I don't play her though. Never have. Never will really. I've played her like a couple of times max. I'll probably keep it that way. Fuse is like a really good version of Thatcher now, because he actually destroys the stuff. So he's going to go in A tier because he actually destroys the gadgets, which is really good. And they gave him a fourth one now. You used to only have 3. The AK is an incredible gun. Not much more to say. He's just a slow boy. So he's not the fastest. He's a 3 armor, 1 speed. So that does have its disadvantages, of course. But he's a great operator. Pulse. I don't feel like Pulse was buffed and nerfed and nerfed and buffed and nerfed and buffed and nerfed. I don't know his state at the moment. In fact, I'm going to make a don't know. And then I'm going to put unplayable here. Here we go. I don't know with Pulse. I just don't play him. Never have. You know, I don't even have any experience against him really, because I don't seem to play against him. I don't know anyone who plays him. I don't know. I think some people put him up here, but I don't know. I think that's the honest answer there. Oh, Lion. Some people still think he's powerful. I think he's dog shit. There we go. That's all I'm going to say. I think he was OP, and now he's nope. E. I don't know. What the fuck was I trying to do there? Anyway, he's... ooh, Jaeger. You can now Jaeger trick. His nerf kind of became a buff. He's very good. His gun isn't as good as it used to be. It's not very spicy, but he's fine. He does his job, I guess. You'll still see him a fair bit, but he's not crazy. Well, let's try and get these. Is that all the first years? Oh no, Capcan's very good. I see so many people blowing up to him now and dying from his hands. I think he's probably quite an unexpected. He's had like an unexpected rise to power. He's just so good now. He's always seems to be popping off. Oh, Glaz. Right, Glaz got nerfed bad, but then he got a bit of a buff. I'm going to kind of put him in C. I don't think he's quite B tier, but he's good. Trying to get through some of these ones, because some of these are like, no one cares. Sledge is very good. He still has his frag grenades. He still has the frag grenades. I'm going to put him like there. He's very useful. Right, obviously, great gun. Still has the ACOG, which is a bonus over Thatcher. Kept his nades, unlike Buck. And his sledgehammer's just so useful. A lot quieter than Buck's ability as well. While we're talking about Buck, we might as well talk about Buck. He lost his frags, which really saddened me as a Buck main. And now I'm not really a Buck main. I don't play Buck that often. Not that he's bad because he lost his frag grenades. He's still good. But he's like maybe bottom of A tier. Maybe even... Oh, I might have to put him in B tier. Nah, but his shotgun's so good. I'm going to put him in that bottom of A tier. Okay. I'm blinded by the lights. Yeah, she's good. She's very solid. I'm going to put her like here. Everyone gets blinded by her. I've completely forgotten her name. Yep, that's completely blanked me. I don't know why. Great operator though. LMG that acts like an AR. Still has the ACOG thing on it as well. She's the Hong Kong operator. Why can't I remember her name? Anyway, yeah. Good operator. Blinds everyone. Very good at planting. Very good at clearing a room. Particularly on like the lower levels of ranked. Like kind of gold and below. Still very solid. I don't know about platinum plus, but yeah, she's good. I mean, if you're playing against bronze and coppers, you will literally be able to throw it in a room and clear that whole room out. And they won't even like react. Legion's still very good. Oh, that A tier is getting big. Yeah, he's going to go here. He's actually going to go around the middle. He's very good. Some might even put him must have. I don't know about that. He did get a couple of little nerfs, but he's good. He's a good operator. Worth having around as a trap operator, especially with the Thatcher nerf. Blackbeard. I don't think Blackbeard's that good. I think his shield is now basically plastic instead of actual like bulletproof glass. It breaks very easily. Whenever I see a Blackbeard, I just tend to shoot at the feet, and that kills him quick anyways. So, you know, I know he can be annoying, but I think once he gets reworked, he'll be fine. But I actually think the rework will benefit him more than it will drop him down. I just don't think he's that great. Plus, we finally have one in D tier, which is nice. Not for Blackbeard, but it's nice to have one filling that spot. Okay, so getting through them now. LMG on defense is a great idea. Maestro's cameras are incredible. They can laser you. They can kill you. He's A tier. Yeah, he's very good. And his defender sister in the Italian brigade, I don't know. She's also very good. Why? I've forgotten her name as well. Gosh damn, I'm forgetting some of these operators' names. Maybe she's B tier. I don't know. I don't really play her. I know she probably could go in the I don't know category, but I do come across her a fair bit. And I have a lot. She's often on my team as well. Other people play her. She tends to do pretty well. Actually, I'm going to put her in C tier, but she's above Doc. Capital's very good. Capital's actually underrated, and I'm going to put him there. Great operator. Smoke, flames, great AR, 3 speed, great pistol. He's just great. Capital is great, and he's underrated. And it's kind of sad. He doesn't get picked anywhere near as much as he should be. Mirror, mirror on the wall. How much do you hate mirrors? I don't like mirrors, but I think mirror is a great operator, and for that reason, you know, and very toxic. All mirror players are so toxic. But she's like top of B. I think a good mirror is like unstoppable and like a must-have. But I think on average, maybe like a B. Oh, Zophia's very good. She's very good. Basically Ashe, but she also comes with concussion grenades that she's resistant to. She's also resistant to Ella's concussion because they're sisters and it's like a lore thing. She actually has 2 passives. It's kind of weird. She can withstand as well. Good operator. Very good. Actually, in fact, she's higher up than Buck. And wait, let me correct this list a little bit. Yeah, I'd probably say that's about right. Maybe. There we go. Doc B. Mark 14's a great gun. Decent SMG, secondary. Decent abilities. She can, you know, ring your phone, and if she finds a dead person, she can hack it to see into your cameras. Maybe like somewhere in the B tier. She's pretty good. Maybe like there. I don't know. I don't play her enough. But when I do, or if I have someone on the team, she does do quite well. Clash. Been taken out of the game a lot because she breaks a lot with bugs. She's very good. I can't say much more about Clash. Great SMG. Annoying as fuck. Gets banned a lot still. Having a shield on defense. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Gosh damn. She can hold a whole like site by herself, just like how Montagna can pretty much. But in fact, she actually has the electricity, which makes her kind of better than Montagna, with a full shield still. Obviously, it's takes a long time to kill you, but it's very good at crowd control. Yeah, she's gonna be like around here. Put Buck below. Sorry, Buck. Maverick, that's his name. That's what I was thinking about. Maverick's great. Not got much more to say about Maverick. He can throw grenades through holes. They gave him grenades. Great, I guess. He's kind of sneaky, but he makes a bit of a noise now. That was a bit of a nerf to him. He's got 2 decent guns. You can do some cool tricks with him. He's like around there, probably. B tier. I wouldn't put him super high up. Valkyrie. Valkyrie's OP. Intel is still so useful. Her gun's not the best, but if you have a Valkyrie... I mean, I am a ban Valkyrie proponent. I think she should be banned a lot more than she is. She's very good. She's very useful. Incredibly useful, in fact. Frost is underrated. She is, but she's probably only like a B tier. If you don't see her frost traps, they're lethal, and they don't get electricity by EMPs like Thatcher. So they're quite good. Is this Nomad? Yeah, she's the one with the things that knock you back. Good at planting. She can slow the the assault from defenders if they're trying to get back to the room. Basically, she's an entry denial on attack, and she's very good at it. But I would probably put her just below smoke. I know some people probably put her higher up, but that's where she's going. Gridlock's really good. Right, this is my personal opinion, 100%. I think all of these are personal opinions, but this one in particular. When I'm playing Gridlock, that bomb's getting planted, and I'm securing the room. At least at like gold level. And this is PC, by the way, and I'll play on PC. So this is kind of... She's still OP as fuck. Great LMG. Secondary shotgun. The Aussie secondary shotgun. That a certain Aussie doesn't have anymore, annoyingly. But yeah, she's great. Smokes. Her Gridlock ability is incredible, putting down the tracks. If you smoke over them, people half the time won't see it, even though they can hear it. I've even had quite a few kills with her from the tracks itself, not even her gun, which is great in itself. It's the same LMG as Capital, but it's a like a stick mag instead of a drum mag, like a belt fed mag. I don't know what you'd call it, but very good. Hibana is very good. I'm gonna lower Jaeger. He's very good though. He's still good, but anyway, he's been nerfed a lot. Hibana goes up quite high, maybe. There. Great hard breacher, great gun. You see a lot of like Hibana pros, like the people that clearly only play her. A bit like an Ashe main. Hibana mains are very similar, but they can hard breach instead of soft breach, and very potent. The new buff is also really good. In fact, it makes me want to put her a bit higher up. She's a very good operator. Ella, I don't go up against Ellas anymore. I think they're still pretty good. Ella, you know, players. As an operator, I think she's still pretty good. I just don't go up against her enough though to judge her. I think she got nerfed a lot, and rightfully so, because she was OP. But they might have nerfed her a bit too much. It's hard to tell. I don't play against her enough to make a judgment on her. Notice how that hasn't happened with attackers yet, by the way. There's no attackers in the don't know. It's because the defender meta is so much different. Oh, drone boy. What's his name? I've forgotten his name. He can go, I don't know. They made his drones not invisible anymore, I think. Oh, it's Echo. There we go. Finally remembered it. Echo. I don't really like him. I don't think he's that great. But he's also really annoying. So maybe he's like, I don't know, somewhere in C. Oh, Vigil. He's just a great defender fragger, but I don't think his ability is that great. He's got good guns though, so maybe he's like bottom of B. Yeah, I don't know. I do know I go up against him a lot. He's pretty powerful, but I don't know where to stick him around here. Mozzie barely gets played anymore because they took away his Australian shotgun, which is annoying as hell. I still see him from time to time. I used to main him. I still think his guns are very good. That the ones that he still has left, I think his ability is still very good for intel. But I wouldn't put him above B tier. I would say he's probably B tier somewhere. Blitz. I think Blitz is honestly not that good. I rarely ever die to a Blitz. And I think he gets banned way too often because people find him annoying. But they don't just know how to play against him properly. I'm going to put him in D tier. I don't think he's that great. Oh, Finker? Yes, the steroid woman, or the nano machines woman. She's very good. She is. She's underplayed, probably. She can revive you. She's kind of a bit like a doc on attack. She could use maybe a minor rework, but she's good because she needs to be able to revive herself while down. I think that's what she needs. Well, maybe some tweaks to what her actual ability does. Maybe a little bit less on the reduced recoil because that could be quite jarring for the other players on your team. But she's good. She's a good operator. I'm going to put her in A tier. I think she's good. Sorry, Buck, but she's going above you. Cav's good. She's very solid. She's like middle of A tier. I'm not going to put her in must have. She annoys me too much, and I don't think she's that good. But she's a very good operator still. The intel that she can provide is crucial and incredible. If she can pull it off. If you have a good Cav, then you're in safe hands. IQ, man, IQ needs a buff. Her ability is honestly not that great. She needs maybe even a rework. Yep, that's where she's going. Jackal gets banned all the time, so I rarely actually get to play him. So I don't really know. I'm going to put him in don't know. But there we go, that's the one attacker I think that's going there. Warden's useful, but he's incredibly situational and has okay weapons. So he's going to go there. I know some people are going to be pissed off I put Doc that low now that I look at it, but that's where he's going. Oh, Stealth Woman, Knock. That's the name. Don't really see her that get used that much. I've played her a bit. She's okay. She needs a buff. She can scare the hell out of you though as a defender. Wamai is honestly a better Jaeger. I prefer him over Jaeger. But I don't think he's incredible. He needs a bit of a buff. But maybe even a bit of a rework. But he's good. Amaru. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. She'll go through the window and kill everyone from behind. She's very good. But she's not incredible. But her guns are actually decent. Like, she's actually a decent operator. I'm going to put glass above her. But I think that's roughly where she goes. I feel like I've done a misservice to that operator that I can't remember the name of. Okay, Carly. She's now got the SMG that Clash has, which makes her very good because she can just switch to that and use it as her primary weapon. And then use the gadget that's on her sniper rifle as a secondary. As like the gadget. I don't think she's as good as Glass though. But she's actually better than... She's an okay alternative to Thatcher, but she's not a good alternative. We still need a good alternative to Thatcher. Oh, Vulcan Shields. Goyo? That's his name. Yeah. Don't really see him used that often now. Great weapon. Pretty decent roamer. His shields are okay, but they're not really in the meta. I don't know. Yeah, he's okay. Oryx. Fun operator. He's basically the Juggernaut from X-Men. They gave him a better weapon. They gave him Legion's gun. He's improved a lot recently, actually. He can go like there. He's pretty good, but he's not amazing. Oh, Ayana, or however you say it, whatever she's called. The one with the hologram that she can move. Don't see her used that often, but she's pretty good. There maybe. I don't know. Decoys don't really do anything for me. I don't tend to get tricked by them often. And her kit is okay. That's why she's going there. I don't think she's as good as the defender. Why can I not remember her name? Who knows? Ace. Oh, Ace is good. Not as good as Hibana. Not as good as Thermite, especially after the nerf. He has got the AK-12 though, which is great. With the 2x scope. Oof. I'm gonna put him fairly high up in B tier. Let me knock Mozzie down a little bit, because I think... There we are. Oh, Zero. Zero and... Melusi? Yes? Melusi's ability is incredible, but she's now got the MP5. She got nerfed with that. Still very good, though. Very annoying. Probably a B tier for me. Zero. Zero's very good. Good kit. Good gun. Sam Fisher, you know, awesome character. Overall, his gadget's pretty decent. Kind of like a weaker version of Maestro. I'm going to put him somewhere around B tier. Like there, maybe. Yeah. He's pretty good. Oh, I don't think he's anything special, though. And like I said, Aruni would probably be around B to A tier. Definitely when paired with Castle, she's a powerhouse. Her punch, being able to break walls, is very good. But yeah, that's where it's going. So that's it. That's my tier list. That is my whole tier list, as you can see there. What are your thoughts? Put it down below. I'm sure everyone's going to probably put their operators in completely different positions to me. This is just from me, from what I play, from what I see, kind of as a gold player on PC. I think they're all decent though. There's no operator that's really unplayable apart from maybe Lion. I think they need to do a lot of balancing, a lot of changes. They've made some mistakes. I think like Mozzie, for example, take away his nitro, bring back his shotgun, maybe with reduced ammo. And they could do with some reworks. Even Castle could use with a rework. I know they want to rework him. I don't know how exactly they'll do it, but I can see why they want to do it. Because he's just not used enough in the lower ranks and in casual. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm actually working on some Rainbow Six videos as well as Call of Duty and like Apex Legends. I'm just collecting up the footage, so hopefully I get Rainbow Six video out at some point. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.